Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Old Time Rock and Roll. I'm your host, David Tier, where I've been featuring my personal top 3,000 songs of the rock era from 1954 to 1999. Today I'm up to song number 2957, which is Blue Collar Man Long Nights by Styx. And this was released in 1978. It was a top 40 hit. I think it went to number 21. It wasn't one of the biggest, but it was a good song. I liked it, and it was released on this album called Pieces of Eight, which was a very popular album. I think all of their albums were concept albums, by the way. I never owned this one, but I heard it was a really good album. It also had the song Renegade on it, the hit song. And I want to talk a little bit, and here's a picture of the band, Styx. They were a very successful band out of Chicago. They were formed in 1972 by Dennis DeYoung. He was the former the band founder of the band and also the lead singer. And they had several big hits over the years. I guess I'll just talk about their big albums. Because they had about maybe at least a dozen top 40 hits, probably a little bit more than that. But they were a very big band for I think mostly in the late 70s and early 80s. Their top 10 albums were The Grand Illusion, which came out in 1977, Pieces of Eight, which I just mentioned right here, that came out in 78. They also have an album called Cornerstone in 79, Paradise Theater. That one I actually bought. I don't think I bought any of their albums, but Paradise Theater was a really good album, and that came out in 1981. That was when I was in college, and it had several. I was hearing that song all the time. That songs from that album all the time when I was in college. The two big hits on that album were "The Best of Times" and "Too Much Time on My Hands." But there were lots of other good songs on that album, and the last one was called "Kilroy Was Here." That came out in 1983. That had their hit Mr. Roboto. The very end of the song, he says, "I'm Kilroy, Kilroy." I guess that was his secret identity, whatever that means. But anyway, they were a good band. I liked them. And I want to talk a little bit about this song, Blue Collar Man, Long Nights. I think this is a good song. A lot of their songs were kind of about real life, just about ordinary people and the kind of struggles they were going through. And this is an example of that. I mean, in this song, I guess he's supposed to be unemployed. He's getting on collecting unemployment, and the song's just about how pissed off he is that he doesn't have a job, that he's not working. He's saying, "I don't like collecting free handouts from the government. I'd rather be working." And I can relate to that because, I've been unemployed at various times in my life and it sucks. It's not all about getting money, it's about doing something useful for society. At least that's what I think work is about or should be about. So, I think it's a very good song and I like this song and I like the band Styx. I lived in Chicago for a while. I think it's a great city and they were one of many bands out of Chicago. So anyway, that's my profile on Blue Collar Man, Long Nights by Styx. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.